Okay guys, what is up? I am here today to talk about your aiming sensitivity. Now, I know this is kind of a weird thing to talk about, but it has to be done. See, I did mention when I had first started doing this series that on multiple occasions I said you have to have good aim, otherwise you shouldn't be a rusher. Now, I cannot personally improve your aim, nor can I improve your reflexes, which is also important. But if you're playing a Twitch shooter like Call of Duty and you are interested in rushing, those should already be at least, you know, average. At least above average, I should say. But what I could help you with is how you could find the best aiming sensitivity for rushing. Now, the main thing about rushing, as you know, is that you have to be able to acquire targets at any given time, right? So what you're looking for is a sensitivity where you feel like is natural. You feel you can aim at anyone, you can follow people, trace them, all that good stuff. If you notice, there are people, people will strafe, or I'll see people sprinting or whatever. I'm not so certain about in this game. Oh, but look, yeah. See, you gotta be able to follow people while they're strafing, etc. But what you need is you need a sensitivity that is gonna allow you to do that. Now on the consoles, I know that you have aim assist. I know it's easier for you. I don't know exactly how easy. I have not once played Black Ops on a console. Right? I have not. It as much as I would have liked to try it, because I always see people playing it all the time. I would have truly liked if I could have a... Wow, that's some lag there. Anyway, as I say, I would have truly liked if I could have tested it out so I could give you better advice. But alas, that has not been the case. Now, you have to be able to lead people. At the very least... No, sorry, I shouldn't say lead people. Leading people is, gonna get you killed, right? Because you won't be hitting them. What you have to do is be able to follow people properly. If you have problems following people when they are sprinting, or in any kind of position where it's very hard for you to lock on to someone, then you're going to need a higher sensitivity. If you have a problem where you keep overshooting, shooting ahead of them, and then you have to go back and aim, and then usually when you go back you'll miss. Yep, I have experienced that as well. You would have to lower your sensitivity. Now, for PC players, I would suggest to you that you actually fine-tune your sensitivity. You don't use the slider, because when you use the slider, you can't translate it well into your other games. So like here you could see, like this, there's a value between, as you see, 0.01 and 100. In case you cannot read that text, my sensitivity here is 8. Now I use this as with that sensitivity of 8, I use a mouse DPI of 3100, right? Now, no, sorry, what am I talking about? 3500. I have a Razer Death Adder, and that's pretty much what I use. Now, on the PC, a better mouse, it will help you a bit. I more suggest turning up your DPI and lowering your in-game sensitivity, if that's what you want to do. But it's not necessary. You don't have to do it. You'll be able to suffice if you use a cheap mouse, and just, well, yeah, cheap mouse and high sensitivity. because that is what I played with prior to getting my death out. I only had it this year, like top of this year, but I wasn't using as high a sensitivity as I was. When I found my sensitivity is when I started doing a lot better. Because I was always having problems like locking onto people. When people sprinted all over the place, I'd always be like, well, blah blah. You know, everybody has those times. Now, oh boy, try not to stun yourselves. But yeah. So once it feels natural, you're gonna have to, well, like I said, once it feels natural, you gotta stick with it. If you could shoot anybody you want most of the time that you want, then fine. That's not an issue. But you have to remember, as always, that this is completely personalized. You have to make absolutely certain that you feel completely comfortable with it, and then this is the main thing. You gotta practice. You got to get to a point where it doesn't feel like you're trying. Like I say, you see, no matter what someone does, I can always aim at them. I will get the person. I will lock on to someone as long as I see them, because it just feels right. If it doesn't feel right for you, then you're not going to do well at all. You're gonna muck up and you're gonna blame yourself and you're gonna be like, blah, I can't do this. I'm gonna go back doing whatever I want to do. And C4 for the win, my friends. But yeah, like I say, that's pretty much all I can give you. The rest you have to discover on your own, because it's really down to each player. Anyway, just a quick little shout out to the guest of honor, Mr. NuketownNoob, who was in this video on my team. I kinda put the team on my back, but who the hell is Mike Powlock anyway? Alright, that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed. See y'all.